Section 4 is the Money Organizer Pro solution. This is where you'll be able to graphically illustrate to clients the difference between their current path and your recommended path. This is where you can show clients where they're likely to end up in the future if they keep doing what they're doing now. But you can also instill in them a sense of hope by showing them their wealth potential. The first chart covers the emergency fund and cash reserves. I let clients know that the top line here represents the amount of money recommended for total cash reserves in a liquid savings account, and this money is for unexpected larger expenses that could cause an interruption to their wealth building strategy. I emphasize the importance of having a solid foundation that can carry them through some of life's more difficult periods. I then point out the red line and let them know that this is their emergency fund level, and I recommend to not ever let their cash reserves fall below this level. I show them that the blue line represents their current path, if they were to keep doing what they're doing right now, and the green line shows the path of the Money Organizer plan. In this case, I would then point out that their current path isn't adding enough to their overall cash reserves, but that the Money Organizer plan will have their cash reserves level reached in about 4 years. The next graph is the life insurance graph. This page leads to the sale of life insurance because it illustrates the gap between what they currently have and what is recommended that they have. If you sell life insurance, you'll want to sign up for the coaching course on the advanced plan delivery to learn more about using this page to illustrate to clients their life insurance needs. Next, we cover their debt payoff timeline. If they have negative cash flow, like in this case that we've been using in this Getting Started series, their current path will often illustrate their debt grows out of control. Although that also assumes that anyone would continue to lend to them at these levels, which isn't very likely and makes the situation even worse. I use this information to point out the urgent need to make some changes to their spending. I also use these charts to illustrate how the recommended plan I've put together can reach their goal of paying off debt, including their mortgage. On the investment retirement savings chart, I point out that the Money Organizer plan adds, in this case, $1.6 million to their overall net worth. And this isn't because I've done anything spectacular with their investments. In fact, it assumes the same yield on both timelines. Remember, I set this yield on the targets page of the software. And then we come to the real benchmark of the wealth opportunity, the net worth projection page. I spend the right amount of time on this page because it's also the page I'll be using each year for my gauge as to whether we're on track or not. In the advanced plan delivery, I go through a client case where they really understood the value of the Money Organizer plan more after their first annual review than they did in their initial meeting. Don't be surprised if that happens to you with many of your clients. This page is the best example of proving to clients how most wealth is lost in the way people manage their money. They may not fully understand how the spending decisions they make today can affect their future, but they will after their first year has passed and their future net worth projection has dropped. This is also when you can best illustrate how being organized with their money and following the plan can often mean the difference between retiring with the lifestyle they want and not retiring at all. No one wants to become a liability to their children, but they end up that way because no one ever showed them the consequences of their financial decisions would be so severe, until now.